Hello everybody, welcome back. So today we are going to see how you can install Let's Encrypt SSL on CentOS 7 VPS. So I have bought a GoDaddy domain over there. So this is the GoDaddy domain that I have bought from GoDaddy, mydnslookup.com, and we are going to configure VPS with Nginx and Let's Encrypt SSL. So we are going to use a free SSL. So Let's Encrypt is basically a free SSL provided by the SSL community. So this is a different community that provides free certificates to use for you. So this is my VPS which I have currently logged in, and let's install first the Nginx. So if you see, I have just copied the commands. These are the commands that you will be using to install Nginx. So yum install EPL release. Let's see what it does. And then you have to install Nginx. It's pretty simple. I just wanted to show you guys. So just install it. Run this command. This will start the Nginx process. Ups. TTL enable. You have to. Okay, this is now failing. I need to see why it is failing. Let's clear out the console and see what is the error. I think my port has been blocked, maybe. So lsof -i 80. Let's okay, sorry for that. So my port has been, yes, if you see, my port has been occupied by HTTPD because Nginx needs to run on port 80. The default port is 80. I do not want to change the default port. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill this process. Let's see if it is killed or not. Yes, it looks like it's killed. Now if I do systemctl restart Nginx, yes, if you see, my Nginx will get restarted. And if I want to check the status, systemctl status Nginx, yes, my Nginx is up and running. So congrats, this is the first step that you have to do. So now that we have installed Nginx, let's verify the Nginx installation. So this is the IP that I have. So let's go ahead and verify this IP. Yes, if you see, this Nginx is installed and it's not secure, right? And before moving on, what we need to do is I have to configure this IP in my domain configuration. So go to your GoDaddy or whatever domain provider you have from where you have purchased. Go to the DNS management, and if you see over here, there are a lot of records over there. You have to add one additional record. So I am going to add an A record with that points to my IP. So I'll just give you a TTL of 3600 or 600 and save this. So once I save this, it needs some time to propagate. So I think this is the tool that they're going to use, mydnslookup.com, but as of now, let's use any DNS lookup tool. Let's try this and see if this DNS changes has been propagated or not. So I'll just if you see, this is propagated in India 95.11.242, 95.11.242, and let's sometimes it takes time from other regions, so let's see. I am not sure if it propagated or not. Yeah, it looks like it's not propagated yet. Let's try an incognito window because I've just given HTTPS. Yes, if you see, it has been propagated. From India I am able to hit this, so from other regions it might take some time, so it depends. So now let's go ahead and configure SSL for this domain. So this is right now, it's an HTTP, which is not secure if you see, so we'll make it secure first. Now how do we make this secure, right? So let's go ahead to the blog post that I'm writing right now. So I will just publish it once I complete the video. So first you have to install certbot. So certbot is nothing but the Let's Encrypt library. So just install certbot. Yeah, so we have installed certbot. So now we have to generate a DFARM Hellman key exchange. So I'm just generating a 2048 with this. So you can also generate. Just copy this command and run it. This will take some while. It's going to take time. Let's keep it. Let's do it. Yeah. So once this gets installed, if you see, it's installed. Let's clear the console, and then what we are going to do is we are going to set up an SCME challenge, right? So this is the challenge that Let's Encrypt validates if it's your domain or not. So for that, what we are going to do is we are going to follow these steps. So let's create a directory. We have created a .well-known directory. There is a way you can also do it from the Let's Encrypt website, where you have to add this SCME challenge in your domain configuration. You do not have to do all those 4 steps that you are doing over here. So there is also a way which you can do it. If you want, I will show it later, but this is the most common way that I prefer from a personal perspective. Now I'm creating a Nginx snippets where I'm going to keep all the SSL related snippets that I need to configure my domain, right? So this is fine, and then I have to create this file where I am going to have the location for the well-known challenge. And this is copy and paste, a simple piece of code which you have to copy and paste. So let's copy and paste this. Yes, this looks good. WQ, it's 7exit. Now we have to create this SSL configuration. This is the common SSL configuration that you can use anywhere. Right, so now copy this. This is nothing but the DFARM and all those configurations are there for SSL. Whatever is just respective to SSL, like the TLS, TLS1, TLS2, whatever configurations you want to do for SSL, you can put it over here. Just to put a basic configuration right now. Now this is the important part, right? So what you have to do is navigate to your script cd/etc/nginx/config.d, right? What you have to do is you have to create a configuration file based on your domain name. So my domain name is mydnslookup.com. So what I am going to create over here is mydnslookup.com.conf. So mydnslookup.com.conf. Okay, before going okay, someone says this conf and someone says it like configuration, so I pronounce it like conf, so you can use whatever you want. Sorry for my bad English. Let's go ahead and configure this. So if you see, so now I just have to copy and paste this block. This is a server block, so it is going to say like this is the DNS that it is going to serve. The request for DNS will be served using this configuration, so just use it. Right. And if you want to test it, nginx -t is the best way to test it. If you see, your configuration looks good, so nginx test is successful. Now what you have to do is systemctl reload nginx. So I just wanted to reload nginx and verify that if your nginx has started properly or not. Systemctl status nginx, right? Yes, so my nginx is running right now. So what I have to go ahead and do is just verify if my nginx and everything what I've configured till now is working or not. So now that I have seen the configuration and all those stuff, so what I'm going to do is, now this is the main step. This is the step that you have to actually follow to generate the certificate. This is the most important step. So people generally have problem in this step. So if you see, I have an example.com somewhere, so I just have to move it to mydnslookup.com. So this is not a wildcard certificate, so this is basically I'm just creating it for that domain. You can also create a wildcard certificate. I'll show it. If you do not know how to do that, mention me in the comment. I will create a step for that also. So I think all is good. So this creates some problems, so I'm just verifying if I have not done anything wrong over here. mydnslookup.com, mydnslookup.com, blah blah blah. Yeah, I think we are good. It is now obtaining a new certificate. If you see, my challenge has been failed. Oh my god. So now what I do need to do, if you see, my A record has not been propagated. I think if you see, this is the A record error that I'm getting, and it's saying unauthorized. So this is a problem that we need to solve. If you have seen, it will just work fine. Just keep the existing one. Yes. So my this certificate generation is successful now. So there is a thing that I fixed. So let me show you how I fixed it. So first, if you get this kind of error, what you need to do is you have to navigate to var log/nginx. Let's just get error.log. If you see my error.log, there is an error that I was getting when this was happening. Is this user share nginx html, this failed because no such file or directory. So this was the one which is the default root that was set by nginx. So this is what it was set by nginx. And if you see in our configuration, what we have done is, so let me go to the configuration, cd conf.d vi. So if you see, the configuration that I have done over here is, so let's forget this, I just edited it. You can add this or you can do this, both is fine because the content is already same. So I have done it, let's keep it this way only. So if you see here, I didn't mention any root. On the only root that I have mentioned over here is here, right? So but what Nginx is doing is it is taking up the root from the default one. So let me show you the default one. The default one would be nginx.conf. Yes, so if you see nginx.conf, this is the one that is there as a root. If you see, the root is this. So and now the request is coming from your browser to this. The default one will get executed. So what I have done is I've just used the SEM snippet over here. So if there is anything that comes in as a ACME challenge, it uses this configuration. If there is a URL with ACME/something something, and this gets picked up, and my location becomes var lib let's encrypt. So this is the location that I have given in here. If you see, this is the location that I have given over here. So this is how it picks up basically. So I will just update this document with the information. You can always go ahead and carry on with that. So now my certificate is installed. If you see, let's encrypt var/var/lib/let's encrypt, right? Oops. Okay, sorry. If you see, my certificates are generated over here. If you see my DNS lookup, so this is the certificate that has been generated by Let's Encrypt. So now what we are now going to do is we are going to use this certificate to redirect it to a HTTPS. If you see, still my DNS lookup is not redirected to an HTTPS, right? Okay, sorry, this is the DNSlookup.com. Yes. Okay, sorry, this is an HTTPS. This is what. Yes, so it is not redirecting to an HTTPS, right? So now the actual configuration will be done over here. So now let's go ahead and do the actual configuration. So let's log into our server first. So this is the server that I'm logged in. So I'm just going to delete all this configuration. Let's delete everything. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's remove this file. Okay. So now create one file, mydnslookup.com.conf, right? So let's create this file. Yeah. So now what we're going to do is just going to blindly copy and paste this content in my configuration file. So and we're just going to verify the DNS lookup name is same or not. Okay, so this is here. So we are creating 3 server blocks. One is for the default 80 port. So this is going to redirect me to my host. So my host would be mydnslookup.com, and that is going to redirect me to 301 HTTPS, right? So now this is the configuration for an HTTPS. Okay, so this is wrong. We have to give it mydnslookup.com. ITC reply. This SSL configurations are there. Those are correct. And if it hits through www.dnslookup.com, so it is also going to redirect to mydnslookup.com. And this is the server block which is actually going to handle those requests. Yes, I think this is correct. So let's test it first. Nginx-t. So Nginx says that your configurations are okay. Systemctl reload Nginx. Let's go ahead and see if it is. Yeah. Wow. We are done. So if you see, this connection is secure and certificates are valid. So it is now using an HTTPS connection. So that's it from here. So we have seen how you can configure Nginx, Let's Encrypt, SSL, all those things, and you can also host your servers. So let's see how you can do it. I think, let me know in the comment section if you're not able to route your application through Nginx and load some UI or something like that. So now if you have a React UI or if you have a Node.js based application, you can easily do that using Nginx. So I will just update all those things in the document. If you're not aware, follow this document, this will help you. I will put this document in the description. So thank you for your time, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Do not forget to share and subscribe.